Hey everybody, so one of the very common fitness questions that we get is, do I need to exercise every day to get results? And like every answer to every fitness question there is, the answer here is it depends. It depends on your fitness goals and it depends on your medical history as well. If you've got hypertension, which is high blood pressure, or if you've got any kind of nerve disorder, or diabetes, if those three, and it doesn't matter diabetes type 1 or type 2, if you've got any of those conditions, I'm going to say absolutely it's going to be very important that your exercise program take place every single day. It doesn't mean that's the only way to get results, but it means it's absolutely the best way, and it's going to be more critical that you don't miss a day if you have any of those conditions. Now, let's say you don't have those health conditions, and instead you're thinking, no, I don't have health problems, I just want to shed some body fat. There are two ways that you lose body fat. One is through caloric reduction. What you're consuming, what you're eating and drinking, you lower those calories, okay? So you can lose calories, you can lose body fat that way. But when it comes to exercise, I would exercise as close to daily as possible if your goal is fat loss, and here's why. Let's say you're exercising for about an hour. For most of you, that's going to mean a caloric deficit of 500, maybe 600 calories, pretty much at most. So here's what that means. If you exercise every single day of the week and you lose, let's say 600 calories in every fitness session that you do, that's still not much over 1 pound of body fat each week. You're still gonna lose in the neighborhood of about 1 pound of body fat each week from exercise. And therefore, I don't suggest exercising less than 5 days a week, for example, if your goal is fat loss, because again, you're not gonna see great results that way. All right, so now let's talk about people who want to gain muscle mass and they're not looking to lose weight or to correct any kind of medical issue. Those of you generally don't need to train every day at all. In fact, training 4 days a week, sometimes 5 days a week, can really be pretty close to ideal. It's still better if on the other days you are still doing something like you're training some core muscles or stretching some other muscles that need stretching, but for the most part, you can get away with a good 4 or 5 day a week plan and really gain a good amount of muscle. That is, again, for most people. Everybody's a little bit different. Okay, so now let's talk about people who want to improve their endurance, okay? If they want to raise their VO2, their aerobic capacity, if they want to have more endurance and more energy. Training daily is not entirely necessary, but again, for this group of people, it is a bit more helpful. I don't recommend going less than about 5 days per week if your goal is endurance training or gaining energy. At the end of the day, you're still going to want most days of the week to be exercise days. So now let's talk about people who are inflexible, who've got those tight hamstrings or tight hip flexors or any kind of tight muscles, and you want to be able to relieve them. Do you need to stretch every day? Well, if the quality of your stretching is really good, you should be able to get all the improvement that you need in about 3 to 5 days per week. However, if your stretching is not terribly productive, if you're doing 20 and 30-second stretches, and if you're not going intensely enough, then yeah, you're probably going to need to stretch every single day and make sure you're targeting the muscles line to pull appropriately. Okay, finally, let's talk about people who have balance problems. Now, this is usually for an older population, but if you're having any kind of balance trouble, if you slip and lose your balance easily, if you have ever just gone to make a simple turn when walking from one room into the other and you've kind of lost your balance a bit, this is a group of people who can really benefit well from really just 2 or 3 or so days per week of exercise. And the exercise sessions don't have to be terribly long. Usually 20 to 30 minutes will do it. Again, everybody's different. We've got to look at a lot of different factors that relate to you. But for the most part, you certainly don't need to train every single day to improve your balance. So look, we hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. You can also reach out to us, call us anytime, or simply visit our website and go to our contact page to reach us there. You can also choose your perfect personal trainer by clicking Meet My Matches from perfectpersonaltraining.com. If you'd like to get our help, you've got a million ways to get a hold of us. Go ahead and reach out and we can take charge of your long-term health, wellness, and fitness.